Round 3 of the ELO War.ID SIF tournament. We're now in sort of like the middle of the things here. We got both players going 2-0 at the moment. Mikel with his Greyjoy and Spleen with his Night's Watch. So the scenario for today's game is Feast for Crows. So we'll have two corpse piles on the opposite side of the battlefield, and that will have some objectives on it. For each additional units that died, infantry units that die, another corpse pile will be generated by the opponent of their choosing within long range of the destroyed unit. So both players right now have just sort of rolled the terrain and have sort of decided they haven't even decided their deployment yet. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of some stream management here. Of course, the usual, my stream title is wrong. And we got Dark Angel already here. What's up, Dark Angel? Watching your fellow compatriot running this game. How's your game? So let me just.
This is the go the fuck off. I don't want you. Heads.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Round 3. All right, so we got the stream up and running. Let's just inform everyone that we have stream is live.
Here, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just tag it in a few other groups. I know that the American group, aka the Sunday Slaughter, most likely is still fast asleep by now, but let's tag it anyway.
So you're happy with that?
And we'll just put it one in the main Discord.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Community content, and let's not tag.
Okay, so
Spleen and Mikel
let's
into this
roll.
still. We'll get versus
You win.
Spleen. All right, so.
Okay, so you
Dark
can
Angel said
pick
he
side.
will be facing 3
Alright, I'll
Greyjoys in a
take
row for
this side
me.
that I'm
I
on.
will be facing my second Lannister in a row. So I definitely
so
understand
you
how
can-
you feel.
First.
But it seems you're doing fairly well with your
Yeah.
free folks. I understand that's not your main army, so yeah, that's also pretty cool.
Dark.
Alright, so both players have placed down the terrains. We got Forest, mostly here to deny the shooting. Let's talk about the list first before we continue on. So Mikel chose his Asha Greyjoy list. So we got Asha in a unit of Iron Makers.
We'll go with
This
those
is fairly
conscripts.
standard. Iron Makers, making them armor 2+ with a morale of 5, is really, really good to hold objectives. We got 2 Ironborn Bowmen. So this is a fairly new build that a lot of Greyjoys are playing. Just 2 Bowmens. They are super cost effective for what they can do. 6 dice hitting on 4+ for only 4 points at long range. This is just a lot of outputs for just a 4-point unit. This is a very undercosted unit, and I hope to see some changes in the next patch as well. And we got a unit of Reavers with Vicky. Again, this is also fairly standard. Relentless gives you an extra activation. You put it in Reavers, so if your opponent's not careful, you just Relentless forward, and then you charge them unexpectedly. And we got a unit of Trappers with Carl. This is also a fairly interesting unit. Trappers is harder to kill than you expect. They have the Disrupt and the Trapper's tool that gives them weaken. Plus, also with Carl, you don't want them. You're just dealing 1 auto wounds per turn, and that's a lot of outputs. And we got Roderick, we got Eric Ironmaker, and we got Wendy. So the Roderick is interesting here. It gives Mikel the ability to sort of mulligan his cards, but it's not fairly common for Asha to use this. Mostly in Vicky, I use this. So he should have maybe brought Tycho, but yeah. Eric, of course, you're bringing Ironmaker. You're definitely gonna bring Eric, and you get Wendy, which is just very good. Very good NCU. All right, hey Bloodraven, what's up? Third Lanny for me in this. So I was making a joke with Brett saying that Bloodraven is going through like the Lanny gauntlet here. His first round was up against Brett. Second round he's up against Marsara, and now he's up against He's up against. The name's on top of my tongue, but I can't. I can't say his name. Oh, Wape. There you go, Wape. Cool. So in Spleen's army, you'll be my fourth Effa. No. I mean, yeah, that means it's good. That means that we both meet in the final. But I would not. That would be an interesting game for sure. Let's talk about Spleen's list. He brought the Alistair commander, the only sort of commander with a fairly decent ELO here in a unit of veterans. And then he got JR also in a unit of veterans, and he got conscript, fairly standard, and he got ranger hunters with brawn. So it's a fairly mobile list. The 2 veterans will tank a lot of damages, and he can also chip damage by shooting into them with the ranger hunters. And with ranger hunters with brawn, that gives you 3 spaces in which you do shooting. You shoot on a horse, you shoot on a money bag, and you shoot on sword. Conscript is fairly standard, and of course we got Otel, Tycho, and Aemon. Otel is really powerful because he can just shoot things from like the get-go. He's most likely going to start whittling down these trappers or even the bowmen just to sort of weaken them quite significantly. Tycho is Tycho, broken neutral NCU, and we got Aemon for that healing with veterans. Nothing is much more disgusting than hitting veterans, giving them on 1 rank, and then Aemon plus money back to heal them 6. That is something that I do not wish upon my greatest opponent, but it is what it is.
Cool.
All right.
Shuffle.
So fairly standard deployment here from both players. The bowman on this side will most likely contest the veterans from this side.
And
Spleen is just putting his conscript in a position where he doesn't want the conscript to be involved to any attacks, and then we'll see the first round.
So good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Blood Raven. Yeah. Actually, if we both lose, there is a potential we actually meet each other. So I would prefer that we both win, so we can at least be in a position to be better. But if we both lost, then there's also a potential chance that we sort of lost. All right, so let's talk about the game. So Mikel's going first. His first activation is Eric plus horse. This is a fairly standard move, just moving the Ironmakers into position really quick. A 2+ armor save Ironmaker with Asha giving the morale 5 will be fairly hard to take down. There's not a lot of units that can sort of take them down.
Tycho.
And with the drip healing that Greyjoy have, it's a tall order to sort of get rid of those units. So Spleen's just taking Tycho and letters here, again, fairly standard. If the 2 most important zone in the game at the early games, of course, and letters. If you take one, the other one will most likely be taken. So yeah, those are sort of the 2 most important zone in the game right now. So nothing fairly unusual here from both players. Probably the most important decision in round 1 would be where Otel will be shooting at and where do the bowmen will be positioned at. So this is going to be some of the fairly decision that will happen within the first round. But this forest right here in the middle will hinder Mikel's sort of advance because he has both of his bowmen sort of in position. And what Spleen can do, he can just hide his units behind the tokens, behind the forest, and make them not be able to shoot.
I'll go Othel.
So this is the first round. So we'll just let the players sort of like tell you what they're doing. There's nothing much.
And I'll target the trappers.
As expected, the Othel is going to the trappers. That's fairly standard. 6 shots at 3+. This is it's a fairly strong NCU. It's super strong, hitting on 3+s with sundering. So 6s.
So 3 hits.
Okay, that's fairly above average. Slightly below average. And to the surprise of no one, 3 dead. So yeah, nothing unusual will happen in the first few rounds. We'll just let the players sort of talk their way out.
Asha commander gives 5 morale.
Oh, right, I forgot she was the
Shot
commander.
rank.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot she
So
was
how's
commander. My
everyone
bad.
in this Thursday? I
And,
know some of the Euro guys are still fairly in the middle of the day for them. I'm not
Sure.
expecting any
Amon.
viewers from the States because obviously it's still
Okay.
bedtime for most people. But we do have here some people coming in also from Australia. We got the Dark Angels here supporting his mate Spleen, and fairly good time for you guys. I'm a bit surprised that there is it's a fairly good time for the Australians. Usually you guys have sort of like a very
I'll
abysmal
go with
time of the day
Geo.
when you would play your games, but this time around it's fairly good. Fairly good time. So I'm pretty happy for you guys that you guys managed to schedule. At least Spleen managed to schedule his games. I'm not sure whether Dark Angels can manage to get as good as time as Spleen did here.
Yeah, he'll go to there.
So yeah, I'm not gonna say a lot of things much within the first few rounds. And the first few rounds of Sif is fairly standard in terms of what decisions you take. There shouldn't be too much weird decision making in the first few rounds, especially with a list like this. You don't have things like cunning ploy. You don't have things like just you don't have a lot of weird things within this first few rounds. So we're just gonna see some fairly standard movement from these two players.
I'll go with Alice's unit.
So probably again the decision that will happen this game is whether Alistair is gonna contest an objective. Looks like he's not going to. He's probably just going to clash into the majority of the unit, while the GR unit sort of
actually, I'm just going to pull him back a tiny bit.
Objective that Asha is going to be holding. However, Mikel already has Asha's unit sort of in a more advanced position, so that play might not be available fairly soon for Spleen here. The other objective is sort of looking quite quaint there. Nobody's really going into the other objective. The only unit sort of threatening that is the bowman. Even with like the palisade, I don't think he even wants to contest that zone anyway. He's already putting himself sort of like in a facing that position. So again, the terrain's looking a bit advantageous slightly to Spleen right here because of the position of the forest and the happy tree on his side. But the unit that you probably need to pay attention a lot is Ranger Hunter. They're going to do a lot of work this game, as with other games as well. Those are the units that probably will provide you the most sort of DPS in this activity. Yeah, I was fairly surprised to see Mikel not bringing his Silence Man list. I think he's probably just sort of afraid of Asha. Well, sorry, not afraid of Asha. He just wants to have the security that Asha brings you. Sort of like the morale bubble. But yes, I think the Silence Man list would be more interesting, especially in Feast for Crows. Those are sort of the units that you bring in, this type of scenarios. But I'm pretty sure Mikel has some 500 IQ plays that he's not sharing with us at this conjuncture. I'm also fairly disappointed that Spleen did not choose to bring out his Stone Thrower list. Fairly disappointed.
Lock this.
Do you want to just move the token, or?
I just want to see how it ends, but yeah, the token is. Can I lock it? Let's...
So what Mikel needs to be slightly be concerned is that the Ranger Hunter is sort of deployed on like the opposite extreme flank of where, well, not exactly the flank on the commander. So they'll be doing a lot of work within the next couple of rounds, especially with
I'll go with the conscripts.
With Spleen having the first activation next round. Again, he can take one of those 3 zones, and any of those 3 zones is an attack from the Ranger Hunter. So that's going to be something that Mikel needs to be slightly concerned. They're still hitting on like 3+. If they're shooting at Iron Makers, they have to chew through the armor, which is going to be slightly difficult. However, it is still a lot of shots, and if you just fail a panic test, you can fairly be certain you'll be taking a fair bit of damage from that node as well. So that's
on that turn too. I'll just play a start of turn.
Okay.
It's just, and now his watch has ended. I'll put that on. I'll put that on Alisa.
All right, so we'll see the first card being played, and now his watch has ended. Let's just see what the card does here. While attachment is destroyed, may discard this to move one friendly attachment to the unit and then perform some attack maneuver. Night Watch power creep. The usual, isn't it? I don't see also Mikel playing out the finger dance. He might not have it in hand, so that's also something that you need to sort of just sort of to cycle your hand as much as you can, because
start of my turn, I'm going to play another, and now his watch has ended.
That's a very good.
I'll put that one on the Ranger Hunters.
Wow. Just, yeah.
And then they'll activate.
Night Watch OP, please nerf.
And March.
So how's your preparation going, Blood Raven, to fight against Wape? And of course, Dark Angel's preparation versus Chris. I'm sure you've got some secret practice tech that you guys are not sharing with the class here. I can tell you that I haven't been practicing at all. Like, to be honest, I haven't really played Sif a lot in this last couple of months. It's mostly like you can see it also in the channel. I haven't been posting any Sif battle reports, mainly because we haven't really got any new things that we are
I'll go there.
Like the new releases. We haven't even gotten the new releases. We haven't even gotten things like the Blood Riders. We haven't had access to that, let alone things like Lannister City Guard and the rest of the Q4 or Q3 releases, what have you. So this is sort of like, in a way, a bit of an effort also to reinvigorate Sif within the community as well. I know it's the online tournament have been quite popular in getting a lot of people participating. So again, thanks a lot for people participating in this ELO Sif tournament. It means a lot. I'm not trying to say this in a very melodramatic way, but it means a lot that we see that there's still a lot of interest for Sif, and it just makes me more excited to create more Sif contents in the future. And we're gonna have also the Death Chat stream as well tonight at 2:00. Well, it's 2 p.m. EST, which is 2 a.m. Jakarta time. It's initially I didn't want to watch it, but because we're now involved in like this sort of bingo thing that Chris Tran Sunday Slaughter did, so now we are. I'm going to. I hope I can stay up to watch it. There will be some.
Okay,
I'm hoping for some news, especially things that are related to balance right now.
Cool.
I think that was sort of like the big
Last
thing that
round
the
one.
dev wanted to do
Yep.
within like
So,
2000.
I'm going to discard one card. Take the black.
Right, round
Okay.
2. This was a fairly standard
I will
round
keep
1
mine.
affair. Just a lot of things moving forward.
So you go first.
Spleen
Mhm.
still maintaining his position. Mikel put his Iron Maker up front, and the rest of this army sort of back in.
Yep. So I'll activate Tycho.
Mhm.
Take the bags, and I'll use it to take a shoot with Bron.
Yep. So this is
Okay.
what I'm concerned with the Brawn in the list. Is that he can with 3 zones he can already do it, and then he just
That should put me
outputting
in range.
3 shots this round.
Yep.
Before he even activates even. So now Mikel even has to sort of take the sword in order to block him from shooting, and now his
so that's
trappers on
untriggered.
this side is exposed to the ranger hunters. It is short range. Actually, no, never mind. It is short range. So it's still a free shot to the Iron Makers.
6 hits.
6 hit, hitting on 3 pluses.
So
Because there's still only 1 pillage token on the Iron Makers. Wow.
Okay.
It seems that he saved all of them.
Sure.
Well,
nice. I
well,
guess.
well, that's the first. That's the first
Okay.
shot.
So
It's a freebie, so you know it's no skin off anyone's back.
give him a shot.
So now Mikel has to make some decision here, whether he wants to block the sword, but allowing him to take the horse, or he wants to take the horse
Uh-huh.
and then he takes the sword. So a couple of
It is there.
So
So
he-
to guard.
interest. Okay, so he chose to take the bag
And,
and putting weaken on the ranger hunters most likely.
That's weekend.
So what this play
Okay.
also does is that it now makes the Iron Maker 2+ armor save.
You
Eric got a token because Mikel, because Spleen took the money bag. So now there's not a lot of incentive for
Yeah, I'll activate Amon.
shoot.
I'll claim the swords and do another attack on the Iron Makers
I mean,
with the Ranger Hunters.
it's a free shot. I mean, 2+ though, but it's still a free shot. I mean, again, it's not.
6.
Yes.
Was that weaken?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, this is gonna weaken 6 out of trees and
4.
4 at 2 pluses. So well,
Just
2+. Oh wow! Look at that.
go.
Apparently 2 got in, and then panic test at 6.
Panic.
Easy.
Plus.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna use the Raider's Bravery or whatever. So I think blocking the horse with Wendy here isn't a terrible play.
Let's take.
What is this for?
Wandamir here.
Uh-huh.
And grab one.
Interesting.
One
He chose to
Uh-huh.
take the crown instead of blocking the horse. I think
I'll go Awful.
why he did that is because he would like
I'll
to get,
target the trappers.
because he doesn't want them to get the fishes. Okay, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Here we see the trappers becoming the victim of Hotel, OP.
So 4.
God,
Six.
trappers. If you just reach them from like
Save.
You're vulnerable.
Four.
man, Hotel is just he's just gonna single-handedly kill the trappers here. Nah, that's a
Yeah.
so just 3 dead, 4 dead actually.
I will use this card, okay? So I can heal 3.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
So that's heal 4. Oh, heal 3, yeah. Raiders Bravery. So actually, losing a unit quite early on here is
Okay,
not exactly a
got
bad
a phone
thing
call.
for
Can you
Mikel.
give me 1 moment, please?
Because
Sure.
he does
Yeah,
get
that's
the
fine.
corpse pile, and it's gonna put them on his side, which means that he'll be getting the points, which means that Spleen will have to sort of go to his side of the board to take it, and yeah. So now the first real play of the game here. So I think Mikel just sort of just he hasn't even used his NCU. I thought he was just going to flip that NCU, but it seems that he's not doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9 activation from Mikel and 7 activation from Spleen. So it will be down to activation. So Mikel will have the 2 final activations, sort of. I think either the players are having sort of like a little break, or in their sort of, just deep and hot on what they want to do. So I guess let's take this opportunity to check with chat. How are you guys? How you guys been? It's a Saturday. It's a Thursday. Everybody's just sort of still at work. I assume. Technically, I'm still also at still working, but no calls and nothing. Don't tell my boss. but how are you guys? How are you guys doing? Not sure why.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
I think Mikel just went.
Okay, so my
BRB
turn,
first.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me play one Roderick, sorry. Okay?
Uh-huh.
I will get these 2 cards up, under 3. Okay. At the start of my turn, I will play Finger Dance on the archers.
Sure. Yeah.
And,
Technically, you should declare that before you draw the cards with Roderick.
I mean, it's the same trigger.
Yeah, but you got to declare them all, then resolve them all. But it's fine.
I mean, I can wait.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Go for
Next
it.
round, yeah.
Just for the future, yeah.
Okay. So let me check. And let's flip. Let's flip Roderick.
Sure.
So Mikel's using his 1 of 2 Roderick token just to sort of give him a bit of mulligan. But before that, he declares that he wants to use Finger Dance. That's why there's a bit of sort of like some rules clarification here from Spleen, just to make sure that next time Mikel has to declare both at the same time, which is correct, because both triggers are.
I'll just activate the conscripts.
Start of round, so yeah.
And they're just going to maneuver.
Okay.
Yep.
So Mikel has a lot of time in the world here to do whatever the hell he wants. Ranger Hunters have activated. Oh, Ranger Hunters. So the only sort of like quote unquote decision that he has to do is whether he wants to leave his trappers out to die like right here, or he wants to throw them straight at the Ranger Hunters. Considering that Mikel does have
Okay.
activation next round, so you can sort of take the sword and
Start
attempt
of
to
the
like.
turn. I will play 1 damage order.
Mm-hmm.
I will heal 2.
Yep.
Draw 1 card. Okay.
We hear
I
any sort of
will-
like thunderstorm or any like pitter patters on the background. It's currently heavily raining here in Jakarta, so pardon the sort of background noises. It does make the battle a bit more cinematic, I guess, if there's like thunderstorms and stuff. But yeah, it's raining.
Debate. These archers.
So the big decision for Spleen would be where he's going to throw his veterans are, and where he wants to put his Ranger Hunters are. Where. So we see just I think Mikel's just sort of trying to shift around and shoot or check around position where their bowman can shoot. Again, this piece of forest in the middle here is
Okay.
hindering Mikel's line of sight. Like this
Uh-huh.
unit of archer basically can't shoot anywhere right now.
I'm going to activate Alice's unit. And they're going to charge Asher.
Okay.
So that's automatically in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see where this is going.
Yep.
So he's just going to charge in with Alistair with the Dauntless. So whenever the Ranger Hunter shoots, Asha will take 1 out of wound, and hopefully that triggers any panic test from Asha.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's,
just in the front. That's fine.
However, by putting himself in that position, the bowman can shoot. Again,
Right.
Asha will have to take a panic test, but it's all part of the Keikaku Dori here. Stubborn tenacity will be fairly annoying.
And then reroll the failures.
So it looks like to be a 6 hits, 5 hits
5.
actually. What dices is he using?
Just
Oh, the Westerosi warrior dice. All right. Oh my goodness, it's 2 dead.
come on, 2.
Mikel can't roll a 2+ to save his life. Oh, that's a success.
Uh-huh.
You suffer 1 wound
Oh,
from Asha Stubborn.
they both have stubborn tenacity. Aha!
And then, do you have anything to play start of turn?
Yeah, finger dance.
Okay. I'm going to play Night Gathers as well.
Mm-hmm.
As a deck tutor.
So I'll do that morale test.
Yeah.
Should be
Oh boy,
like 3, I think.
look at this 1 out of
Something
wounds.
like that. Yeah,
Oh,
4 will pass.
5. It's a pass, right? Because you have.
Yeah.
You're.
I mean, +2, -1. So
Okay.
And 1 more wound to the Asha's unit.
Okay.
Is stubborn tenacity only when they take panic test? Oh, panic test. Alright, fair enough.
Okay, that's the unit.
Wonder what card he took. Is it a Watcher on the wall? I bet you it's Watcher on the wall. And this card's so good. It's a deck tutor. Oh, never mind. Who says that's just card to dim? Oh, okay, never mind. I did not realize what Night Gatherers can do. It is the other card that's the tutor.
Activate. Tyrion's Heraldas.
All right, so I think he wants to flank charge into the Alistair unit here. It will be fairly bad though, because against a forest, even from the flank, that's still 4+ with disrupt as well, and Night Gatherers. Eesh. God, why is this card so annoying? What the hell? This card's so freaking annoying. God, why does Nightwatch have all these like these funky builds? God, but Embolden as well. Jesus. Hey, well. So Relentless haven't activated, so Vicky is up in Alistair's grill right here. However, again, you have Tycho, you have Amon, so it's still a lot of heals to go through. Even if that unit sort of takes like, I don't know, 6-7 damage, you could just press a button and everything will be back up. Just need to reply to something real quick. I'm just gonna
activate my Ranger Hunters.
Mute myself for a bit. 1 second.
Speed 6. It's definitely a 4. Okay, what will they do? Yeah, they're gonna charge the trappers.
Okay.
So they need a 4+.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, you got it.
So 7 on 4s.
Yeah.
No rerolls. Only 3 hits.
6s. 2. Panic. That's fail.
Yeah.
The fuck. 3.
And then I'll trigger my retreat.
Ooh.
So I can go 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. So they'll go there, and I'll shoot.
Yep. On them.
Yeah, on the same unit.
Yeah.
So 5 hits.
5. On 6s. 4. They are dead.
Okay.
First pile.
Whoa! All right, so I think I saw what just happened there. Ranger Hunter did a 4+ charge at the
Okay.
trappers, killed it, punched, retreat, shot,
Oh, that's
and yep.
that
And that's
panic
the end
check.
and
Holy
that's the end
shit.
of that unit. Yeah, the panic
That's
test
insane.
was
Okay,
fairly
so-
unlucky. He rolled a 4 and a 3, so that's like the bare minimum to succeed that. And then, well, on the plus side, Mikel does have an objective on his side. It's just that his trappers is gone. His Asha is now sitting fairly at the flank
So I would
here,
activate-
being able to be flank shot by the Ranger Hunters while also procking the
Archers.
stubborn tenacity
Uh-huh.
here from the veterans.
I
Veteran with
will
Alistair.
try to use.
Warcry?
No, good.
What's this?
I will shift 2.
Ah, yeah. Is this that you have to be completely within? Ah, I see. Oh, no.
Oh, we got it ready to move.
As long as it's touching the objective. Alright,
Okay.
cool.
Got this.
Yeah, it's... Oh, man. Yeah, that's why I don't like the way that Mikel sort of deployed his army. I would have probably put the
can you see
Iron Maker
them?
on
Yeah.
like the very extreme left so that this doesn't happen.
No, I don't
Because
think
he
so.
just puts like his sort of like squishy
Yeah.
guys on that position, while the Iron Maker most
yeah,
likely
sure.
will be tanking
Okay.
the shot there. So I don't like Mikel's position. It might
Okay,
be slightly
so-
of a misposition from there. But thanks to this, the bowman can now shoot.
6 on 4s.
So now he will trigger the finger dance and he will shoot, hopefully dealing a fair amount of damage with this. And he also gains Sundering. But I think the Ranger Hunter is already like 6+ anyway, right? Right? They're 5+!
That's 2.
Uh-huh. So
God,
2 on
freaking,
4s.
what the hell? They're 5+!
They pass.
You're
Did you want to spend the vulnerable?
Oh no, he's shooting at the veterans. So I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
What? Why is it for? Oh, because of Brawn! Bloody hell.
Okay, so they found 1.
Because of Brawn, right. I mean, he might as well use the vulnerable. 'cause it's just
And
finger
panic
dance.
is +2. So 3+.
And they have a 3+. Man, the more I look at Night Watch, the more I just, it's like, I understand that it's sort of like the weaker list, quote unquote. Yeah, you're using Ranger Hunters,
Okay. So
you're using veterans, and an Alistair
Geo left.
and Jaor. But the fact that Ranger Hunter does exist, and this is just the sort of like the amount of shenanigans that they can output, which is it's a bit much, really. It's not a lot of things can handle it
Might just
relatively
unlock
well.
it a little easier.
So the plus side is that because his positioning is like so, his JR is actually sort of behind the line here and not being able to do a lot of things here. So that's a plus side as well, which means that Mikel will be getting 3 points by the end of this round. He will be 1 activation down from an 8 to 7. Used to be 9 to 7, but I think he's still in a fairly decent position
Yeah,
here.
probably close to
There's
that.
not that huge concern that he has to do anything quite quite extensive here. Oh, did we see like a misposition here with the conscript, allowing them to be charged without them being charged back by JR? Oh, that's unfortunate if that's actually happened. But I think he's outside of. Oh no, it's just a 3+. No, it's just a 2+ even. No, there's speed of 5, right? So it's 3+. Oh, is this going to be? Is this a slight display here from Spleen? Enabling that extreme charge distance to just happen. Ooh. This could be huge though. You can get through like the conscript line, and he began sort of like chopping up the conscript line here, and then Vicky will be up in the back, and he'll be tying up either the ranger hunters or the commander unit. This could be potentially huge.
Yep. I want to do that.
I think he has to make some plays here. He's still earning the objectives quite fairly okay. It's just that the ranger hunter can just so Mikel takes sword, right? Which is what you do in this type of situation. And then Spleen just take horse, he maneuver to the left and then shoots.
Activate Asha.
Uh-huh.
It's
I would probably do nothing.
use Warcry.
Sure.
Try to use Warcry.
So he's gonna Warcry. I would reckon I would probably do nothing. Because there's just so many risk of bad things could happen to him when he punches.
Try on all of them.
So I think he's just going to do nothing here. Or he might take a
Put
pot shot.
them
I mean, might as well. Yeah, you can.
on the
Interesting that he puts it on those
and I
instead
will
of
make
the
a retreat.
retreat. Ah, the classic 1-inch retreat.
1 inch.
A technique that is
So you
perfected
cannot
by
pivot.
Lannister
Ah,
player.
you cannot pivot. That's it.
Okay.
Because why do we need to fight, why do we
that's
need
it,
to
yeah,
fight
no?
when we can just retreat
Yeah.
1 inch and still keep the token, right?
Okay, so
And, like, you don't really want to punch in this veterans unit. Like,
use one Wendamir order
Mm-hmm.
to do a shift.
oh, that's an interesting play right there. Oh, that's pretty smart. Ah,
The other way.
that is an interesting play. Wow. All right. I mean,
I'm just going to, at the same time, I'll do supply aid for my conscripts and just heal one there.
Okay.
spend 0 wound, heal 1 wound. How does that even work? Nobody have any idea. Freaking conscript. They can just hand out like magic potions. The name is supply aid. God damn it.
Yeah. Shoot. And Victorian.
Is he gonna pull off the 3+ charge here on the conscript? I think he might. I mean, might as well. That will keep his will make his JR unable to attack. Because I think like what the idea was of this activity was that initially he wanted to charge on the flank. That's why JR was put into that position. But now, he might just consider charging into the conscript instead, or he can also like just potentially sacrifice the Vicky unit. So he is clearly on the flank. That is no questions there. Oh, is he just maneuvering so that he is? Ah, all right. I can see the play. All right. So he's just trying to sort of play the defensive game, minimizing the amount of units that can come in, and
When
putting
he
himself in a
activates,
position where he
I
can't be
will
double charged
use-
by things. All right, I can respect that play. That's fairly good.
Warcry.
Uh-huh.
Warcry. I think I was in range of Asha.
Yes, indeed he
oof.
does.
Don't know. And then I will not use Warcry.
Okay, sure.
I will wait. I will use Riding Call, okay? Just for the pillage.
Yep.
Raiding Call. I forget what this card does. Remove up to... okay. So it's, yeah, okay. Regroup and reform, plus...
So putting 1 token on Victorian's unit now.
Okay. So Mikel's playing this very, very defensive. He knows that neither of these veterans can do a lot of damage in melee against... well... they can still chew through the reavers, but the one that's dealing like the majority of the DPS is the ranger hunters.
That's it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I get 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 points here for Mikel, 1 point for Spleen, and we are going to go to round 3 where it's Mikel's initiative. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. There are no really good outlet for sword. I think taking money back here is not terrible as well.
See.
Taking horse is not terrible as well. Taking sword, none are really bad options here for Mikel. Like I think he's happy to take any zones here.
With Wendamir
Uh-huh.
on bugs and get 1 order.
Sure.
I can heal 1.
Oh, for the objective.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think he's just banking the fact that Asha won't take any damage and just will succeed every panic
Sure.
panic damage. So, you know, it's a fair play.
I'll go Amon
Mm-hmm.
to letters.
So a bit of patience here.
I'll
from
heal
Spleen.
1 to the Ranger Hunters.
And I think he's just gonna put
And
panic on
I'll put
Asha.
a panic on
Yeah.
Asha.
He stole the word out of my mouth. Yeah, just 1 failed panic test in Asha, and I think the whole game plan collapses. So it's a fairly risky thing that because you know, if you're not under any pressure, like for example your conscript line is not being touched, you're not being attacked by anyone, Spleen's just free to do plays like this. He doesn't have to be afraid of being attacked, so he doesn't have to weaken them. He can just take money bag. You can just take letters with Amon and put panic token on Asha's unit, and that's pretty huge. Sword is an option here, of course. You can sort of just take sword and like shoot. It's not terrible. You can give him like panic token as well. Horse is also not terrible. Yeah. I was about to say. God, stop stealing the words out of my mouth here, Spleen, or Mikel. All right, that's interesting. He's just going to start slowly taking the objective on that side. Can he do it though? I think he can, because he's sitting perpendicular to this objective, and then he just goes here, and then he makes a pivot, and he's there. So fair play here from Mikel, knowing that the win con against this Nightwatch army is not you trying to kill off their army, but just trying to sort of take advantage of the fact that you just have your activation to make this type of play. However, he does
to crown.
Yep.
And I'll use it on Asha's unit.
Yep.
Okay.
With the fishes, this could be a lot of damage here. So 3 pluses, no sundering though, so he's saving on 2s.
3.
That's 3 hits saving on. There's no sundering, right? So it's just 2 pluses. Should be fairly okay. Yep, easy.
Yep.
So no panic test taken because he receives 0 damage. And then Roderick, the reader here, just gonna take some sword. You know, it's a free shot. You know, might as well. Because right now the veterans is not hiding. He's not. Actually, no, he's blocked there.
destroy
So.
this.
Uh-huh.
Oh right, yes,
that's
that is also a play. You can just kill the palisade.
Hmm.
So looking at things here, Spleen will most likely be struggling to make some plays here, particularly from the fact that he is
I'll
sort
just
of
activate Tycho.
behind, and
Okay.
the Asha unit is fairly safe from being charged unless there's of course some creative accounting from Spleen's side. You know, for example, you activate the Brawn Ranger Hunter first, you charge in to the Asha unit, you know, you hope for like some one lucky shot, and then you retreat off that, and then you shoot it again and hoping for another lucky shot while taking the egg away from the Asha's
Okay.
unit. So that's sort of like the 500 IQ play.
I'll activate Alisa,
Mhm.
and he's going to charge Asher.
Oh, I thought he blocked that. Oh.
So obviously it's automatic.
Oh, I thought that it was
Yep.
blocking it.
Blast.
Okay, so apparently he did not protect it quite fairly there, because he's still. All right, I thought that. All right, that's might be a slight oversight here from Mikel. I thought that he by that play he sort of blocked it from having two units charge at once, because then he can sort of like be in a position where the other tray would have overlapped.
7
a
on
bit.
3s, no rerolls.
All right. Well, we'll see if this punishes it. It is
4
only
hits.
4 hits.
Four.
At 2 pluses. Oh, is it 5 or 2s? And he gets it. No problem there. God,
Take a win.
God, a 2+ armor save. Dark Angel said that, thinking he wanted to block the flank retreat into rear for the hunters. Yeah, okay. Because I thought that if you, for example, if you retreats this slightly more to here, because this is sitting like fairly on the edge of things right now, so I thought that by being like plus minus here, he is safe. Apparently he maybe retreated a bit too soon there. So immediately I think Mikel should
I think
just
that's
retreat with the
still
Asha, because he doesn't want to take any chip damage here from the Alistair. Also, he doesn't want Alistair to hold the token as well, because if Alistair holds the token, it's going to be a fair bit of nightmare in getting rid of it. So now I think he can retreat to the right here, just to sort of block everything from charging it, and I think that's a fair play as well. But of course, activating Asha last would means that you also get to sort of probably take the token from whatever. But now there is a risk in that the Ranger Hunter charge in, they deal just 1 damage. He failed the panic test. The egg goes to Alistair unit, and then he will not get it back, because then that's also a risk that can take.
Sure.
Sitting on a nice edge here for Mikel, definitely. He's just going to waste some time here activating the archers and letting them do nothing, because he can't see anything. That forest, man. Like that forest just completely negates Mikel's bowman here. So that is some very fine forest positioning there. You know,
Oh, sorry, they activated, did they?
I'm going to activate them.
Yeah.
This is a textbook forest positioning here from Spleen. I think Spleen got sort of like the best side of the table. Not sure if that's intentional or not, because Spleen, because Mikel did win first,
Like that.
so he might sort of like play the strategy where he gives you like 2 good pieces of terrain on your side, and then he picks the initiative order. But doesn't seem to that
I'll
he's taking a
activate
lot of
my
advantage
Ranger
by
Hunters.
turn 3 here, because there's not a lot of.
And I'll charge Asher.
Alright, so we see now the double team from the Ranger Hunters. By minimum, it will deal 1 wound from the resolve test from the shooting. So at least minimum 1 wound. It is 7 dice sitting on 3 pluses with no rerolls because of the corpse pile. something to also keep in mind as well. Fairly important here. So that's a
7
very
hits.
good hit. Wow, seven hits on 2 pluses. I'm foreseeing at least 1 wound here. How about 0?
Haven't rolled a 1 in a while.
Alright, how about 0?
I'll activate the retreat.
Okay.
All right. How about a big fat 0 here? You know that's
I guess I'll roll it.
that's. Ah, goddamn this Asha unit. Like I'm seeing this play, and this is just the absolute state of Sif, right?
I think they just.
You just have like this unit. Okay, imagine if you have Asha's unit, then you have that hardened guy. Just imagine.
I might as well
Like
do a bit further.
just imagine, like just imagine you have Asha, and instead of Roderick the Reader, you have that hardened guy. Oh my freaking god!
Veterans, okay.
Yeah, sure. So they'll go back to there, and then they'll shoot.
All right, so now we see the shot here, because Ranger Hunters can do that. They can just charge in, punch, retreat, shoot. Dothraki veterans, you say? No, Dothraki veterans is on a 4+ in a range, so no, they're sort of better to some extent.
5.
Oh man, it's five hits. A lot of damages has been outputted here, and still Mikel refuses. He absolutely refuses to roll a
for
1.
your veterans.
But they do take 1
you
wound
have to
from
make a
the. they actually both take 1
That's
wound.
on a 3+.
Yeah.
So you
yep,
got
1
it,
wound
and
for you.
he also
I get 1
takes 1 wound from that.
The other ones.
Yep, the auto wounds. So we see these two idiots
Okay,
just
so
sort of
just
like
concrete
shooting
left.
and kaboinging to each other. This is
Get
okay.
that point.
Again, this is the absolute state of Sif right now, where you just have 2 units. They can't really kill each other, with auto wounds dealing the majority of the damage. Like Iron Resolve, Stubborn Tenacity, what have you. It's like that. You know, you have things like the Asha 2+ armor save. You have things like the Warrior Sun Harden.
I will use Relentless.
The absolute state of Sif here, ladies and gentlemen. It's So Mikel again.
You'll just have to be careful here because you can't move over my tray.
Yeah, I can pivot.
Yeah, but you
Pivot and
can't.
then move.
You can't move if part of your tray's over mine. So you'll have to do this one properly.
I can. I can move over your tray for pivoting, but I should not.
That's
fine.
fine. Yeah. I just wanted to check the pivot. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
location,
The absolute state of Sif, ladies and gentlemen. We got commanders in an unkillable bunker, or commanders in a unit that don't want to be actively contributing to the battle. We got defensive abilities that will ruin, that will just deal auto wounds to you. You know, things like Stubborn Tenacity or what have you. And like, you really don't want to hit in his Alistair unit for like 2 big reasons, right? Number 1, he has a stupid card. So if he punches, he takes 3 auto hits even before he does anything. And second of all,
okay.
he has also
Let's-
Disrupt and Counter Strike. So if you miss, you take a hit. So why the hell would I punch into this unit? You don't. It's just too many defensive ability stacking, without much in the way of offensive. And again, Spleen also has Tycho. He hasn't popped Tycho. He has Amon. Too many defensive abilities. Not enough offensive
Yeah, like
abilities.
conscripts.
Conscripts, yeah.
The game sort of just devolves into this weird standoff.
Actually, before I do start of turn, I'll pop their supply aid.
Yeah.
And heal 3. And then I'll activate
This ability
them
doesn't make
and just maneuver.
any lick of sense. How the hell
I'll have to go.
can they heal more than what they have already? It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Unless if you're seeing things like
Yep.
a Greyjoy mirror or a Lannister. Yeah, sorry. I almost choked on my breath there.
Will not lose the token, but I can get hit.
Let me actually properly eat this first before continuing on my commentary. 1 second.
Okay. Let's
Alright, I'm back.
activate Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
Try the Warcry again.
Sure.
I have the sort of like the sinking feeling that neither of these players are enjoying the game.
When I pass a moral test, I will play this card.
What's this? The mental. And he just heals again. Whoop-de-doo.
And let me think. If I want to treat.
And then just casually, retreat to sort of not be double teamed by the Ranger Hunters. Again, Mikel's playing this
If I hit you, I'm on force.
like exactly how I would envision this sort of game to be played.
And you're saving
But
on
it's
force.
again, it's just
Yeah.
God. It's like,
No.
come on.
I mean, no, I will.
I mean, I'm not
Just
I'm
pass.
not exactly blaming anyone.
Okay.
Again, I have to say this is just like what happens
Yeah.
in the game.
Sure,
It's
go.
just it is what it is.
This one
Really,
maneuver.
there's not much that we can do about it. It's just the state of the game right now. It's trying to make this
We'll go
game
there.
more interesting than than what it is, just to keep my viewers more entertained. Unfortunately, not much commentaries I can do here. Going like, all right, we're just gonna clash now and go boing. Oh no, 7 hits. Oh no, Mikel succeeded the panic test and the morale test. Oh no. Yeah, sorry guys. It's
Okay. That's it.
Uh-huh.
So I will score 4. It's round 4. Draw 2 cards. And it's your turn.
Yep.
So yeah, Mikel's at 7 points. So really now, Spleen will have to do something about it. Otherwise, Mikel just wins the game without swinging any sword. Yeah. I kept saying the absolute state of the game, but it is the absolute state of the game where you just simply can roll 0 attacks the entire game, and you could possibly win. Is that healthy? Probably not. But there is some hope that I really
my
hope
cards
that
real
tonight's
quick,
stream
whether I
will
want to discard
change
any.
things.
Yeah.
It's a slim hope, but it's a hope that I wish the game's not like this.
No, I won't.
Some
okay.
things to shake up the
So
meta
I'll activate
or just.
Tycho.
Yep.
All right, so it's just gonna take.
I'll take swords and
sword,
I'll
yeah.
attack Asher.
Yep.
Okay.
To
With Alistair.
Yeah.
the surprise of no one.
6 hits.
Will we see Mikel roll a 2 here? A 1 here? Oh, finally, he rolls 2-1. Uh-oh, this could be huge. The egg will finally drop. There is a chance. Uh-oh. with a panic test. He
Pass.
rolls a 6 and a 5
I'll
with
panic
3
both of those
wounds.
dice.
I'm guessing he needs to roll it. Might as well. He's looking for 6, and he just
Pass.
gets
Ooh,
it
close.
barely. And,
One
you know,
wound for you.
1 out of wound. Bloop. It's- Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So what did I say?
Let's go.
He's just gonna take money back here and heal it back up. It's no reason to play anything too fancy,
Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah,
Mhm.
see?
Sure.
I'll go Amon.
I'm
Yep.
guessing there are like sort of two plays
So
that.
that is
Yeah, I was about to say put
Sure,
panic again on
two.
that and then zap him with the crown zap.
I'll discard a fire that burns against the cold
Mhm.
and a watcher on the wall. And I'll panic Asher again.
Panic.
And heal one conscript. No, one veteran.
Mm-hmm. The attack's coming.
Alright, so still a couple of chances here to make the egg drop. I think Mikel has to block either the crown or the horse here. I'm guessing crown would be sort of the bigger priority because -1 from crown is a 7 to Asha with the panic tokens, with the panic test as well. So I'm reckon crown should be blocked here, at least from
Let's
Wendy.
go with when the on you
Uh-huh.
Yep.
and get the order back.
Sure.
That's the
I'll
safest
go
play
awful.
because -2 with the crown zap is.
I'll resolve it on Asher.
Okay.
And also to prevent it from having the vicious shot as well.
A 5.
That is 5 hits, saving on 3 pluses. Nope. Easy. 0 wounds.
One wound for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, he needs to make
Oh,
the panic test as well, right?
That was
'Cause he
a
shot
bad-
into melee. Yeah,
without panic.
definitely there should be a panic
So
test
I'm
from the
going
opponent
to
as well.
activate Asha.
Mhm.
I will use this
Yes.
to remove the
Is that the
panic.
the
Mhm.
Control
Blessed with
Arts.
Stone, Blessed with
Yep.
Steel? Yep. So
That's
he
it.
gets rid of the panic token. Yep.
Okay.
Just do nothing. Yep.
I'll activate Alice's unit.
Mhm.
And I'll attack Asher.
Yep.
When I do, I'll play the Light That Brings the Dawn, so I get rerolls.
That's
Okay.
rerolls, yeah. Just rerolls, right? Yep. So 7 dice at 3 pluses with reroll.
Cool.
And reroll the misses. 7 hits.
At 2 pluses. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I'm on fire with those dice.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed.
One Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's activate these guys. Just in case. Yeah, that's it.
Sure. I'll activate Bron.
Mhm.
And we'll charge Asher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
I'll play Light That Brings the Dawn here for rerolls as well.
Yeah.
Seven.
Alright, we'll see finally Asha.
One.
Oh, 1. That could do it.
Panic.
That could do it. That could do it. You just need 6. He finally failed!
Okay.
Oh no! Rough road, Shaggy.
Yeah, I'll give it to this unit.
Even if you didn't fail the panic test, you can the egg finally is conceded as well. Oh, that's kind of huge.
Okay.
However, at the same time,
And then
you can just
I'll
sit here for
do
2
my
more turns
retreat.
and the game's finished. So, there's that too. Spleen would have to start shooting at this
I'll do my
Aragorn
retreat.
Bowman because they are
Okay.
earning points. Actually, no, these two are still earning points. Mikel's still in a very good spot. Like, I reckon.
Um,
Will you shoot again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon Mikel's still in a fairly good position here because effectively Spleen's been only playing with 2 combat units. His commander unit has been sort of been stranded here for a while.
7?
God, the dice is. Well, 1,
One more.
and then panic at 6.
In the panic.
Woo, man! When he failed the
And
panic,
then
he
my panic
failed
test.
deep. That is
3 plus.
painful.
Yeah, and then you take 1 more.
God.
Unless you want to panic it.
When he failed,
Uh,
oh no!
nah, it's okay.
Are
okay.
things finally
Okay, my turn.
swinging to
Let's
Spleen's
use
side here?
one
There is a
order.
possibility.
Heal 2.
But
Draw
how does he
1.
heal to? Oh, from the yes, this is the. Huh?
Okay.
Oh, is he just doing nothing for the rest of the turn? But I mean, Spleen has these 2 things still there. Oh, he's using the Wendy token. Never mind. I ran off my mount. But again, Mikel's still in a fairly decent position. I'm not sure how Spleen can actually win this. Like, I'm seeing 0 win con for Spleen here. He has to somehow get rid of Asha, get rid of the Vicky, and then get rid of the Bowman in the back, and also Bowman on the right. And he has to do it within like next turn.
Let's activate.
With JR still having activation and the conscript still having activation. So it's a tall order.
This unit.
Not sure if Spleen can do it, but yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he has to be slightly careful here. You still want to touch the corpse spot. I think he's still like touching it at the edge of it, which is.
I'll activate my conscripts.
I think he needs to start throwing this.
Actually, before I do start of turn, I'll pop their order and heal 2. And then activate the conscripts. And
Yep.
they'll march.
I think he needs to start sending it to the Bowman here. I know that they'll probably get shot here, but the Bowman is already activated, so it's slight of a misactivation here for Mikel. He should have probably activated the Bowman here, or he could have activated Vicky first, because now that it's still a long way to go. I reckon it's still a long way to go. Asha's bleeding though, but I think he's still fairly fine. He has another Wendy token that he can just pop. He has been saving those Wendy tokens for a while. It is round 4, so at least 4 tokens. He has used it to heal once, shift once, and then heal twice again within this round. So a very good use of the Wendy token here. Wendy's doing Tycho, like, basically. He has healed 6 wounds across the entire game. He's almost a Tycho. He's a drip Tycho. He's not like a burst heal type of guy. He just... And also, like, the... Oh, never mind. I was about to say the objective heals him, but he no longer has the objective, so...
Regardless.
Well, at least we'll see the game for another round.
Okay.
Whoop-de-doo.
I'll activate Geo.
Can he charge them even? I don't think so. Yeah.
Maneuver.
Yeah, I reckon. Why can't he just march, though, to, like, the flank or something? Seeing Victarion in reverse with 2 pillage token and not rolling anything the entire game feels so freaking weird. But yeah, like I said, it's the absolute state of the game. Sometimes you just don't need to do anything and you can win. Oh, is it like a Watcher in the Wall or something?
Yep.
Yeah, preparing for the flank charge. Eventually, but he can just turn to face. Shouldn't be that
Let's
much
use
of a
the
deal.
last Wendamir order. Will 2.
What? I thought he already
Zero
used
one.
like at least 4 enemy token. Okay, he might have saved it when I wasn't looking. Because I'm pretty sure he used 3 already, and then he used 1 to shift, but I might be mistaken. But of course, the player should pay more attention to the game state compared to me. So
Okay. Raider.
Sure.
So that's 2 for me. 1 for you.
Uh-huh.
all right.
From 5.
Um,
I will keep my cards. Guess. You can heal 1.
yeah,
Yeah.
heal one. I'll discard my
Nice.
card.
So this is round
no, get rid
5.
of 2.
I still don't see any win con here for Spleen, so he might need to pull it out of his ass in order to win this. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he can finally.
I'll
So in order for him to win, he has
go
to
with-
deny the bowman on the right and the bowman on the bottom, and he has Ottelt in order to do so. Plus, he has the crown zap in order to do so, but he has to do it after the bowman
Wendamir.
has activated. So
Here. And let's get out 1 order.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Spleen could
I will
get away
go
from
awful.
this. This seems like a tall order
To
in order to do
crowns.
so, but
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot these bowmen.
Okay.
Five hits.
5s. 2. Funny check.
Should
Vicious,
be on
right?
Yeah, vicious. So an 8, I think you need.
Yep. It's good.
Damn.
Okay, let's go, Roderick. Kieran. Heal.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll go Amon.
Just
A horse.
All Alright, I think Spleen has exactly 1 round
Yep.
to do this. He needs to deny it from the bowman on the left, on the right, and also the bowman on the left. The bowman on the right is fairly
Yeah,
possible to do so.
I
It's
want
not
to
overly
be there.
difficult.
On the, on the last picture
Yeah.
of the,
Yeah.
if you get the charge. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Alright. I'm going to activate the conscripts then. When I do, I'll play. And now my watch begins.
Okay.
And now my watch begins.
So they will do a morale test on a 6 because they're near jail. Yep, they pass. I'm going to attach the watcher on the wall.
+1
And then they're going to charge the Ironborn Bowman.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
It's a 5 if I need.
Autel has been spent.
And they get rid of a 4 because they're +1 speed.
The objective has been so Autel has been spent, but this bowman unit hasn't activated yet, so I think he can fairly get it. He rolls a 6, so it's a. He doesn't even need to go through the corpse pile, right? Yeah, he just stick it on the left.
Guess if I want to claim them, I got to be there. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to claim it; it just drops, right?
So 6 on 4s.
Yeah, I don't think Spleen can pull it off here. I doubt that he can do it. He simply doesn't have enough output to do so, but we'll see.
Actually, I'll play Sword in the Darkness just for a 7th dice.
Look at all these cards being played just on like 1 freaking activation.
3 hits.
First. Oh.
Vulnerable that.
Oh, my finger dance. Fuck me.
Oh, 3 dead.
Fuck finger dance. 2, 3.
Oh, that finger dance. Oh, you played the finger dance. You're bound to lose the finger too. So, and he failed that by 2. So the egg falls over to the brave conscripto. The
finger dance. Okay. So let's go with Eric here. Wait, no. First of all, I will use the last Eric.
Sure.
See. Do this too. It's risky, but. Yeah, this 3. 5, 4. Okay. And now I will go right here. Oh, I have to discard 1, sorry.
Yeah.
I will discard what is a medieval dice.
Okay.
And I will play with a not so.
We do not
On these guys.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
But first.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the
I
bowman
play,
actually has good melee
the one
stats.
that I need.
It's 4 dice on 4+. Why is this unit so broken? Why? Why is
5.
this unit
So you
so
have to discard
broken?
again, right?
Why is this unit so
have
broken?
this
What the hell?
Bullshit.
Okay.
Why is this unit so
let's attack you.
broken?
Sure.
And when I attack, I will use Kraken's Wrath.
And he has Kraken's Strat as well,
So I
so
get precisions.
so
You get
precision.
vulnerable for finger dance and
And-
panic from this.
God,
So that's my chance to get the objective.
why is that bowman hitting on
5.
4+? It's
My
a
dice
bowman.
on force.
It's a bowman. You shouldn't be able to hit on a freaking 4+.
One wound.
Even freaking Lightbringer, who's a
just-
7 points unit, and they have a blurb that says,
I did
"Oh, they
precision.
do melee better than
Yeah.
other movements, and they're more well armored."
So,
Well, no, not really. You just have an
five.
armor 4th place, and you still have 4+s to hit. Why does this make any? Doesn't this make any sense?
Reroll the 5, please.
Sure, I'll play Shield of the Realms of Men.
Oh God, Shield of the Realm of the Men. So
I'll do your reroll first. and
so
then
he
mine.
he has to do. Here we go, Night Watch with the broken card
so I take
triggers.
one more.
No.
Well, lucky that he doesn't have the
Yeah, panic
the
with
panic test
-1.
card, so it's just Shield of the Realms of Men. But it is on a 7. That is a resounding fail. So I think that's it. I think that's it.
Yes.
So yeah, I think without having to do
Didn't really
anything for the entire game,
Can't
win from here.
I think that's game.
I mean, yeah, we can keep going if you want, but yeah, let's end the round if you want.
We'll finish it up. We'll see how it resolves. It won't take. long.
Yeah, let's
Um,
see if maybe you can kill something else. Yeah.
I'll activate
Tycho.
Tycho.
Let's use Relentless.
And do nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
This game is just it's again not trying to diss anything with the players. They're obviously two very good players. It's just that the game. It's just the state of the game right now. It's just
I'll activate the Ranger Hunters and a charge.
it's just
Asher.
the state of the game is just like this, where you just
They're going to end up back
you
here,
can't
so
just
Yeah,
I'll just-
it's okay, it's okay.
you can just do
Just
nothing the entire
attack me
game. You can
seven
still
on
win
threes,
simply because you have activation
rerolls.
advantage. You have your
Yeah.
commander units in a fairly protected shell, and there's nothing much your opponent can do other than rolling
that's
really,
pretty good,
really
seven.
well, or your opponent really,
Yeah.
really badly. Again, of course, this strategy will just get
And that's pretty
freaking
good.
gone.
sure, I take the win.
One wound.
And then I come
Three,
back
I
and I shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, like just
Man, this fight.
Yeah, it's been something. Six,
yeah,
six.
his dice has been fairly. But again, 2 pluses is
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's where you were saving them all up.
Yeah. 5.
All right, well, we
Five.
see 5 snake eyes here, so they're no longer called snake eyes. It's
Holy
more
cow,
like,
the ones.
a bunch of cyclopses. Cyclopses.
Class, I take a win. And then my
Where was that
Yeah.
10 years ago?
on a 3
Oh.
fails.
Oh my god, he actually
Oh,
fails. He
okay.
actually fails the panic test.
Uh,
What is happening
three?
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3.
What is happening? Right
Oh,
now?
lol.
And the egg actually fell.
The
Oh
fuck
no!
Yeah, lol. Lol, it's true.
What is happening?
Oh my
here?
god. Okay, so let's activate.
I'm guessing Spleen would like to pop his Tycho now. I mean, there's no reason not
Let's
to
use.
really.
Oh no, I have no. When I'm talking.
I mean, there's no reason
Yeah.
not to really. Just pop the
you
Tycho.
have
It's
to
okay.
attack.
It's-
You
it
have,
should
have
be
to
fine.
fail the panic check. So let's
What are the chances of like rolling 5 ones from like 6 dice? It must have been like
activate.
extremely low, right?
Sorry, no. The archer. Sorry.
What is that? Like 15%
Let's just
to the
watch.
power of 6? So
Sure.
that's like,
Oh,
point something percent?
Trigger Tycho,
Yeah.
heal the vets, and then they'll activate and attack Asher.
Mm-hmm.
Asha.
Uh,
I like how Spleen says Asha. It's Asha. I know that's a very Australian
6.
thing. Lived in Australia for 3 years. I'm fairly familiar with the Australian accent. There's always that emphasis on the part. There's 1 dead, and then Panico Testo at 6. We have seen a double 1 just now, so
and then I'll get
gets
the
it.
objective.
So he does hold the objective here, but he gets the objective
So
simply
let's
because he has more ranks than
activate
that.
Tasha.
So the only way that
Let's use riding call.
rating call is the
Scared.
the
Or just.
yep.
Oh no.
I mean, there's no point, right? Even if Asha dies, there's no like
Let's
incentive
Try to
for,
attack
like,
you.
kill.
Alright,
I
you'll take
mean,
3 hits
yeah.
first. Finally.
3 hits. Choose.
All right, the first swing at the veterans. So
Yeah.
that was almost a 1.
It's. I mean, maybe if I am lucky. on force.
All right, there's also Counter Strike, so that's also something to consider. That is a fairly
Pretty
good roll,
good.
though. Jesus Christ!
Reroll this for me.
He gets
Okay,
it.
so
So that's
that's-
7, 8. Jesus. 8 saves.
Wait,
on
why were you
four plus.
re-rolling it?
For my
For
save.
the save.
Counter
Yeah,
Strike.
yeah.
Counter
Sure.
Strike.
So
that's 8 on force.
8's on
Mhm.
force. This could be a lot of
Okay,
damage
I can
here.
do it.
4 pluses is with the vulnerable, and he has no
Uh,
cards in
Reroll,
hand, so there's no shield realms of men, and there's no fire against the Colt. So
Yeah.
ooh, that is a solid hit. 6
6.
hits, and he gets the objective back,
This.
and then he has to make a
You
panic
get
test.
weakened
But
because you roll a 1.
yeah,
Panic
because
on
of the
a lot.
yeah, panic
Passes
on whatever.
and-
He
Let's
will,
reroll everything.
yeah, he will
Yes,
take
because
one from
it's
there.
your last.
Yeah. I think what he was referring to is the crit
Still
hammer.
passes.
So he rolls a 1. So he gets
So,
the
yeah.
so he gets the egg.
I mean, you're
We can- We may as well finish it there.
I think Spleen's had enough.
You want to
It's-
charge
it's
and
okay.
maybe try to see how.
Ah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, let's.
I think Spleen's seen enough.
We'll see what
He just
happens.
he just
I
wants to
don't
see
think
if he
I'm
can
killing him
kill.
in one
Oh
charge.
no! For a second there, I thought that was a
Okay.
1 because it looks like it's yeah, the Westerosi warrior dice here. Yeah, Mikel
Seven on
fairly. I think he fairly. He did a lot of good plays. Like
Yeah.
honestly, just the
Flawless.
positioning play, making sure that the Ranger Hunter
5,
gets minimized.
5 on.
What I'm slightly
on plus,
surprised
on
from
four.
Spleen is that I would have thought that
Okay.
after he kills
Four.
off this
Yeah.
this Ranger, this trappers right here, he
Three.
would have probably like
Running.
scooted right here because there was like a hole in which Mikel created within this quadrant right here that this Ranger
I
Hunter could
will
have
not
like
give you-
squeezed in like
Yeah,
this and
fair
start
enough.
wrecking
So,
havoc there.
that's
but
it.
Yeah, I
That's
think
it.
I
You
will
got-
score
I think
4.
that's it.
2.
Oh, yeah, you get them back. Yep.
Oh man, I mean those saves are really good. I didn't expect you to kill me. At the end, that kill was better for me. For this point.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy the
Um,
absolute state of the game where you just don't need to do anything to win?
Yeah, it was the most
No.
thrilling game I've ever played.
I mean, what can I do? If I want to win, I have to play like that. It's
No, like
It's-
I was saying in stream, going like it's no fault to you guys. Obviously, you guys are good players. It's just that the game forces you to not do anything in order to win.
yeah.
Because there's just
I
so
mean,
many things that will trigger when you get punched. You know, Counter
Yeah,
Strike,
I mean,
Iron
if you attack
Resolve.
this,
Yeah, Stubborn Tenacity.
I wanted to play with Victarion, but I think twice, and then I said, if he takes the list, which in this map he will take for sure. The moment I charge, you will heal back, and I will hit myself, and I will kill myself.
Mm.
If I don't have this unit, I will lose the game automatically. And yeah, I mean it was not a great game because you know we hit each other. I was just rolling saves, and that's all because
I mean-
if I attack you, I will be blown up. So yeah, I mean it's not the most entertaining gameplay, I guess. And all your cards are really good. I mean, the moment you put these 2 cards, the first round, if I wanted to try to kill Conscript, but what's the point on killing Conscript when you can make 2 more attacks?
Yeah, it makes it hard.
I mean, of course it's not your fault, as Van said. I mean, it's Night Watch overall, and this unit it's also insane. I mean, if not this unit, they are Sword Brothers.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's no fault to you guys really. You play the list. It's what the game is being designed to do. Right now, it's just a lot of things that's bad if you're trying to attack, and it's just a lot of these defensive abilities just seems over the top when you just put it on the table. You just said it
Yeah, I
yourself,
mean-
right? You punch. There's just so many things that can happen, bad things that can happen. And Tycho is also around. Amon's is also around. It's just like
I guess, but like, you know, by me making such a defensive list, it effectively cost me this game because I couldn't punch through.
I
And
think you should take, instead of 2 veterans, maybe 1 Sword Brothers would be much better.
the problem I find is if you've only got 1 veterans, people just kind of ignore them. At
I mean,
least
you
this
cannot-
way, if you get on the objective, they're kind of
Mhm.
forced to answer them.
Yeah.
But the problem, I mean, a big part of my problem was I lost the roll for first turn and you got horses straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Like,
I was.
if that goes the
when
other way, then the whole game
the
kind of
moment,
inverses.
Yeah, but I can take the objective before you if I have Wendamir tokens.
Yeah,
But I have to use both of them. Yeah.
yeah. It definitely changes, I think, the matchup a bit.
Yeah.
I think
If
a lot
you're
of
forced to
games,
stand in.
a lot of games this tournament is really decided on whether you went first or second. Because taking
Yeah,
horse, letting your commander sit in the objective turn one it's effectively a death sentence. You have to deal with it like from the get go, and you're going to laser focus yourself into doing that. And if you can't deal with that, you're practically screwed. Oh well, so yeah.
It
so
was
again-
me saving
Yep. Go on.
and pass the panic checks. Nothing else.
So yeah,
Yep.
I think thanks for letting me stream the games. Definitely, I was trying to make it interesting for the viewers at home.
Yeah.
We got a couple of.
I'm sorry,
Good luck.
it wasn't so much.
So any
Like the,
closing thoughts from
Greyjoy
you,
match.
Spleen, before we close off the stream?
Yeah. So good luck
I-
for next round, and I hope to see you next round, Ban.
Oh, no. I've got two people saying that to me. I'm a bit concerned now.
I've got no thoughts after this game.
No
I'm,
thoughts at empty.
My brain
I-
turned to
yeah.
mush playing
It's
that. So
I mean, we didn't even play like tactically or like strategically. Like,
Yeah, no, I
I mean, it's just the units on the field and whatever we can do with them. It's sad. It's sad.
Well, anyway,
I-
yeah. All right, cool.
I hope the balance patch gets something good.
Yeah,
like,
we do have a stream coming up later tonight. Hopefully,
yeah, it's
we get some well needed
yeah.
balance refresh on the game. Really hoping that to be the fact, because yeah. In any case, good luck for your next round, both Mikel and Spleen, and
okay.
thank you for letting me
Thank
stream
you.
your game.
Yeah, thank you. Well played, Spleen.
yeah, well played to you too.
See you next time. Okay, guys.
So, and for those still watching the stream, we will have it up in YouTube later on. We'll just export this stream straight up to YouTube. For those still watching, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Van signing off, and with a closing message of, if you haven't followed the channel, would really love for you to follow the channel. We also have a YouTube where we upload this. youtube.com/c/wargames.id. Check it out. We have a couple of battle reports, and we do have the stream up and running there as well. So we'll see you guys later on during the stream. Have a good rest of the day, and bye for now. Toodles.